Peace, people, where you at? It's your girl Yani, and you're about to watch my interview on FansiteTV.com.
Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to FansiteTV.com. I'm here with the talented Miss Yani. How are you doing, Yani?
I'm fine, thank you. Happy to be here, so thank you.
So let's get right into it. How did you get started rapping? I heard that there was an interesting story.
Well, I actually got started rapping when I was in high school. I got an assignment in a religion class to write about the 10 Commandments. And so I did it in rap form. Got a 98, 99 on the assignment, and I've just been rapping ever since. And so it's kind of evolved from Christian rap, gospel rap, into more of an inspirational and positive message that's universal.
Okay. Yeah. And I heard that you're a preacher's kid.
I am.
How does that influence your music?
Well, I think that influences it in that my music will always have a message, and it'll always speak to humanity and speak to society in a way that I feel a lot of music doesn't. I feel that I'm not necessarily the one going around carrying a Bible, you know, saying come to church, but I'll be like, look, I got a show, you know, maybe, you know, you want to come and check it out. And so as a preacher's kid, I just feel like I have a responsibility to give the world a message and give the world something positive and something that they're missing.
Okay. A lot of people don't know that you graduated from Spelman, which that's how we met, right? Spelman College. Being that Spelman College is known for, you know, standing up for rights and, you know, about their sisterhood and everything like that, how does that influence your music?
Right. Well, I guess one of the main messages in my music is that of peace, and I feel that that's one of the things that's lacking in the world. So whether it's internal peace or peace in terms of how we relate to one another, I feel like there's a vast void there. So my music, I hope, in some sense, is a way for us to be more peaceful and peace-minded in our actions and in our thoughts about ourselves, our thoughts about other people, and how we relate to each other. And so Spelman, there's always there's this one, I was in the Glee Club as well, so there's a song, Choice to Change the World. And so I think that in a small part and in a small way, my music and my message is how I am choosing to change the world. And so yeah, I think that's what I picked up at Spelman, that it's not all about me. It's about the community, it's about helping other people, it's about making a way when there is no way. And so yeah, that's one of the things I definitely left with from Spelman, to give back, to volunteer, to make sure it's a community thing and not just me, you know. So I mean, even my sisters, my Spelman sisters have been the ones who've gotten me jobs, you know, have interviews, radio interviews. They've helped me with my tour that recently happened. So every city I was in, you know, my Spelman sisters were supporting me in vast numbers. So
that's good. Yeah. So you talk a lot about peace. Who exactly are the peace people? Because I, you know, see flyers and it's Yani and the peace people. Right. Who are they?
Okay, well, the peace people, when you see Yani and the Peace People, and it's in terms of a show, that's me and my band. So me and maybe the 6 other members that are in my band. And then when you think of Peace People in a larger context, Peace People are anybody that supports the movement and feel like they're connected to Yani and connected to what Yani and the Peace People have going on. So Peace People are, you know, everybody that's down with Team Yani, down with the movement. That's my Peace People.
Okay, speaking of movement,
yes,
your musical style, you explained it as movement music.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly?
So when I say movement music, I think of bodies moving. So people moving is movement music in terms of you'll dance to it, you'll feel it, it'll feel good. But also movement music in that I want to get people to move and act and combat some of the social injustices that I see in the world. So movement music in the sense that we are moving and acting moving towards positive change, in our lives and in the lives of others.
Okay, that's deep. That's deep. Who do people often compare you to as an artist? Because I have somebody in mind, but I don't know.
Well, in terms of looks, I get called Erykah Badu about 3 times a day. In terms of my music, People may say, I guess, a Lauryn Hill or I don't know, female Common or somebody like that.
Are you flattered, or does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I guess you always need, a point of reference or someone that people can relate you to. So, no, I mean, the Erykah Badu thing, I'm flattered by that. That's a good thing.
So, how was it opening for like Janelle Monáe, Jay Holiday, those people? Did you learn anything from opening?
Definitely. I think, what I think I learned from other artists is what people like and what people take to, and what makes a good show. So whenever I'm opening for artists or around them, that's what I'm taking note of. What do people like? What do they really feel and what are they taking to? And so that's what I've taken from any artist that I've ever opened up for.
So as an on-the-rise female artist, female rapper, what are some of the challenges that you face, even here in Atlanta or worldwide? What are some of the challenges?
I think the challenge that I've experienced mainly is locking down good team members. I think people sometimes are excited about working but then fall flat when it comes to actually doing the work. And so that's been my issue. Right now we're doing real good. Team Yani is strong, we're solid, we're pushing forward, making moves. But I think sometimes people sign on to do stuff and their heart isn't necessarily in it, or they like the idea, or they like the movement, they like the thought of it, but aren't really committed to the work.
Okay. So let's get into some music.
Okay.
Your next single. Talk to us about the name and the concept and what can we expect.
All right. Well, there's a few things happening right now. Peace People, the band, all of us together, we're working on some new music. So that'll be dropping at the end of November. And then me as an artist, I'm working on my mixtape, Who Is Yani the Rebel. So my first album, well, not my first album, but third album, the one I just dropped in March, was Who Is Yani the Storyteller. So this is now Who Is Yani the Rebel. And so I think the first single that I'm going to drop off of there is a remix to Amen. Bill and Drake and all of them. Basically breaking down how I feel about church and church people, and how I think they've kind of gone wrong over the years, in some ways that they could reach out a little better to the younger folks and the people that don't necessarily identify with church. So that's going to be the first single off of that. And then Peace People, we don't know what the first single's going to be. We still, all the songs are tight, so we'll see. If
you could be signed to your dream record label, what would it be and why? Or would you rather be independent?
Yeah, I think it'd probably be like Peace People Records or something like that. I'm digging the independent thing right now. I can do things my way. I don't have anybody telling me, what to do and how to do it. Everything that happens is decided upon by the team and by my team, so nobody's pulling me to the left, to the right. We kind of sit down at a table and make decisions. So Peace People Records is what it would be if I could. Yeah, so and we do want to eventually bring other artists on. I do have some children I work with that I mentor, and even some adults that that are artists, and have a good message that I eventually want to work with and sort of make some things happen for them the way I've been able to do it for myself.
Okay, that's good. Let's talk about some reality shows, American Idol, X Factor. As an independent artist, do you feel that those platforms really give you a fair chance, or how do you feel about those?
Well, I think they do to a certain extent. I mean, I think that the exposure is awesome. The exposure that even if you don't get picked necessarily, even if you're in one of the preliminary shows, I think that's awesome exposure that can lead to beautiful opportunities. I've had two friends personally on some of these shows. Cameron Corvée, who's our Morehouse brother, he's a guitarist, and singer-songwriter. And then also a friend of mine in New York, Lydia Caesar, who I grew up with, was also on one of the shows recently, you know. And so it was good exposure. It was great exposure. You start to get more followers, more supporters, people that didn't know your name or people that knew of you but didn't necessarily say anything, but now they see you on TV, so now they want to be like, oh yeah, I've been following for a long time, loved, you know, your segment. So I think it's a cool opportunity for people in terms of fairness. I don't know.
Yeah, because you know,
logistics of it.
They had like Astro. Are you familiar with
Yeah.
And he got upset because, you know, he was like, you know, it doesn't matter anyway. You know, it's the politics of it all. So, you know, I was really confused. I'm like, what does that do backstage?
Yeah, I can only imagine, you know, some of what is happening. I mean, the artist may be picked in the beginning who's going, you know, I don't know. And voting, that can be a little strange.
Ask your friends. Let's get some insight on
So, yeah, we'll find out. We'll ask them.
Okay, so let's move on to social media. You being an independent artist, do you feel that social media now is the forefront of how you reach your fans, or like sites like YouTube, you know, uploading YouTube videos a lot? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I love social media. I'm thankful for the technology and for the doors that it's opened up for me. When I first started, I dropped my first album in 2004, you know, and so I wasn't on Facebook. I didn't have Twitter. I maybe had MySpace, a couple friends on MySpace, but nowhere near the reach that I have now. So if I drop something, it can get to thousands of people instantly, which is good and bad, you know, because it's like you kind of almost have to censor yourself as an artist, you know what I mean, and be mindful of the message that you're sending out at all times. But I'm thankful for social media because, you know, via Twitter, via YouTube, Reverb Nation, Facebook, my Facebook fan page, Sonic Bids, and some other sites, you know, I'm able to have a reach that I've never had before. So I'm super thankful. SoundCloud, Bandcamp, you know, so I'm all of these places. You type in, you know, who is Yani, or Yani means peace, and everything comes up. So I'm definitely thankful for social media and the advancements that are being made.
Okay, perfect segue. How can the people contact you?
Contact me. My website is whoisyani.com. Yani means peace on Twitter. Who is Yani on Facebook? That's probably the best way. My website, whoisyani.com. whoisyani.com. And everything is on there. The music, my album's on iTunes, Amazon, on the website. So yeah, just reach me, find me.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you.
No problem. Is there anything you want to say to your fans who are watching?
If it's over when I say this, then here's the line. Everybody get hyped just one last time. Rewind, repeat, just play it again. So let it be in this place, and I'm saying amen. Nothing good lasts forever, but I'll be back like a good hair weave. But I got more tracks, song after song. I'll be gone not long in the lab, pen and pad, and I'm coming back strong. Hit them hard, let them know. Bring it live at the show. Keep it tight, make it right. Just let Yani flow. Give me love, give it back as we fade in the black. It's the grand finale and a magical act. Stand up, man up, so please remember, the preacher's daughter is gone till November. Stop, play, a point of closure. It's all said and done. The interview is over.
All right. Fansite TV exclusive. Thanks for watching.